This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto on the Digital Sportscentre presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. And last night we finally saw a big trade coming out of the Pacific. But it wasn't the Canucks like everyone expected. It was the Calgary Flames. With Calgary giving up some future picks in this deal, it feels like they're trying to push for this year's playoffs. But that's not the team everyone's been speculating about this year. All eyes are still on the Canucks and what direction they'll end up taking. Vancouver is arguably in the most interesting position in the league as we approach the deadline. We know the two stars have been feuding, which has gotten so bad that President of Hockey Operations Jim Rutherford said that he can't see a solution. But on the other hand, they keep winning games lately. They've won 3 in a row, and with the Kings on a 4-game slide, Vancouver is just 2 points out of 3rd in the Pacific, so the playoffs are certainly in play. But if we had to say, we'd advise Vancouver to be sellers at the deadline. Aside from Miller and Pettersson, the Canucks also have some big names that will be UFAs this offseason, most notably Brock Besser, who at this point seems unlikely to return. And losing one of their top goal scorers for nothing would set them back, so Vancouver should be wise to see what they can get from him now. You know, I, as a former Vancouver girlie, have been watching this closely, and I feel as though we haven't had enough tea. We had some tea, it cooled off a little bit, I need more, so let's keep the fighting going. Time now for the Big Play Replay presented by Montana's. And when you got a name like Big Save Dave, you know what you do. You make big saves. Okay, give me a break. That was pretty good. Just roll the tape.
Edmondson out to the blue line and a fumble with it. Byfield. Here's Kucherov. Gensel in front. Kucherov to the third man. Point. Shoots. Save is made. Oh, big save. Dave keeps it 1-0.
You always know it's good when the guy who took the shot has this look of disbelief on his face, looking up at the Jumbotron, needing to see it again. Time now for my favorite segment on yours, that we love sports today.
Why we love sports today.
And while you may think there's glory on the pitch by scoring a golazo, a true Italian like myself knows the real glory is in defending. I love the captions like, imagine it was your kid doing this. Yeah, I'd be proud. And let's finish with some skateboarding because grinding this whole rail is kind of nuts.
Right where it starts to curve, it's extremely dangerous. You go onto the rail and you realize it's so high off the ground. Scary.
Yeah,
I needed many tries to get over that fear. Some people say to go fast, some people say to go slow, but I think the technique is to go normal speed and controlled.
Oh, ow!
There's no fear until you like slam hard and then you start thinking about everything. I think it's very sketchy, but I think that's what makes it fun.
No way he's trying manual. No way, come on. Ow! Oh my gosh. Does anybody make it? Oh, I thought we were gonna see just one. I need to reiterate once again that skateboarding is very hard, okay? We look at these guys and we think, what's the big deal? Try getting on a skateboard for once in your life. Our partners at Special Olympics Canada have once again teamed up with Tim Hortons to present the Special Olympics donut. And if you have not tried this donut, it is a delight. And starting today, January 31st, going to February 2nd, the Special Olympics donut will be available at participating Tim Hortons across the country, as well as online via the Tim Hortons app. 100% of the proceeds from sales of the donut will go directly to Special Olympic community programs, supporting thousands of athletes with intellectual disabilities across Canada. But now let's go to our guy, Jesse Pollock, with Special Olympics athlete Julia Romualdi.
All right. I am with the one and only Julia Romualdi. Julia, how are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing great, thanks. You know, you've been a Special Olympics athlete since you were 4 years old and you started in figure skating, but since then you've competed in soccer, athletics, golf, and rhythmic gymnastics. Which is your favorite sport to compete in?
My favorite sport is figure skating. I just love being on the ice.
Hey, you know what? As a hockey player over here at Bardown, totally understand that. We also love being on the ice. Except I have a feeling that you move a little better than how I move on the ice. And the actual figure skates are pretty cool too because they're a little longer. And anyways, can you just talk about how Special Olympics has changed your life? Whether it be, you know, have you been able to make new friendships from it? Have you kind of gained a competitive edge from it?
So I got both the competitive edge and meeting new friends through Special Olympics.
That's awesome. And you know, Julia, I actually also coach Special Olympics as well, floor hockey. Have you ever tried floor hockey for Special Olympics?
I haven't tried it myself, but my boyfriend does, and he just loves it. And I love going out and watch him play.
Yeah, it's hard. And you know, one thing I know we can both say, like, there's just like a great feeling when you go to practice, you see all your friends, you see the coaches. It's just a really amazing thing. So on the topic of that, I just want to ask you, Julia, why is inclusion in sports so important to you?
Well, I started from the very beginning. So from inclusion through sports, it's just everything. You get to make friends. You get to see the dedicated coaches and volunteers that come out and support us. And it's just having fun. And you get to be healthy and stay fit. It's just incredible.
It's a win situation across the board. And how excited, we talked about it a little earlier, but I know you mentioned you may have had a taste already of the donut. What are your thoughts on it?
The donut is so delicious.
It
Makes me happy with all the sparkles.
good. Yeah, really nice sparkles, a little whipped cream on it, and then half of it is just the icing. I mean, I can't wait to sink my teeth in one myself, but you know, you're a rock star and got to try it before me. So I'm glad that I'm getting an early review here. You're doing your province proud, doing your country proud, Julia. And honestly, you seem to be quite the rock star. So I just want to thank you for hopping on this interview with us. Keep up the great stuff. And it's so nice chatting with you.
Thank you for having me today. And thank you for supporting Special Olympics and the Tim Hortons campaign.
Worse. Wow. Nailed that one. All right. Thanks, guys. Take care.
What an incredible interview. And speaking of those donuts, we got to surprise a Special Olympics floor hockey team with a bunch of them this past week as the bar down team, and they kicked my butt. Honestly, they kicked my butt. I chose to be a net, so I know that's on me, but I got scored on so many times. In honor of the Kruger Big Assist being back for its 5th year, and proudly committing over $1 million to help make hockey more accessible and inclusive for Canadian families, we're going to be taking a look at the best assists from the ice last night. In the Kruger Big Assist Spotlight, let's take a look.
As that one healed by Wallman, and the pass that was too far in, now out of the box with a head of steam. Short driving and short-handed. Score!
Are you absolutely kidding me? Off the boards? Oh wow, that was something special. Now that's an assist. I'm now joined by Nazem Kadri, who's one of the ambassadors for the Kruger Big Assist program. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
What challenges do minor hockey communities face? And how does the Kruger Big Assist help them overcome these obstacles?
I think majority is the expense. I mean, obviously paying for the equipment and the ice usage and just kind of developing your skill. That introduction to hockey is absolutely massive, and providing that accessibility aspect of it.
Each hockey pro in this campaign is representing a region. Now, you're an Ontario boy, but currently living in Calgary, representing the prairies. So who's got the better hockey players, Alberta or Ontario?
I mean, both pretty good ones. I'd say they're both probably, leading the league in developed hockey players. So, I've seen a lot of great players come out of both provinces.
Finally, you won the Stanley Cup with the Avalanche a few years back. Give me a list of some of the weirdest things you saw in the cup.
Yeah, I mean, that's always the interesting part. There's a lot of different kinds of things that people throw in there. I've seen it used as a dog bowl, newborn babies, spaghetti, cereal. That was, it's always interesting to see what goes in there.
Incredible. Nazem Kadri, thanks so much for joining us.
All right, thanks for having me.
Reminder to everyone that you can nominate a minor hockey association and they could win $100,000. Canadians can go online and nominate deserving minor hockey associations until February 10th. The Canadian public will vote for the grand prize winner in April. Also until February 28th, Canadians can buy specially marked Kruger product packs and score a toque to show off your support of the power of an assist on and off the ice. That's it for us today. We'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend.